Warm welcome to everyone at the online open info session of the HLBS Elite Group. The aim of this session is that all those useful information which we as hosts already possess is also possessed by those recently invited guests who listen to this info session at the end of the upcoming 45 minutes. Information has the biggest value, and now we are going to share info about health. What is health exactly? WHO has put it this way very precisely. Health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. The balance of all these. We are going to follow this order in today's open info as there are three parts of our info session. First, I'll tell you about the HLBS company, its ownership background, the mission, to clarify why it's been created in April of 2016. Then you're going to hear about the company's custom-made unicorn products, also the beneficial effects of the components. Then in the third part, I'll tell you about what does it mean that the HLBS is a worldwide business opportunity as well. These are very big words, but I hope that 45 minutes later everyone will understand why I dare to state this here at the beginning. Now let's take a look at the company HLBS itself. The HLBS Group is a global company that has set itself the goal of creating and operating a system that provides a healthy, quality life for humanity. It realizes its vision solely and exclusively through the production and distribution of truly efficient products made from healthy, 100% natural ingredients and with a unique commission payment system that is flexibly adapted to the needs of the network and the needs of the market. HLBS was launched in April 2016 and it is owned by these two Hungarian individuals. Peter Gabriel is an innovative creator, a world citizen who knows everything about successful international business. He has previously realized his ideas as a real estate investor on several continents of the world. Thanks to him, our company has a stable financial system and a secure company structure. Our other owner is Diana Fittler. She is an agricultural economist, a food technology engineer who worked in network marketing for 15 years, first as a successful network builder and then as a consultant, as the owner and editor-in-chief of the only successful professional magazine in her country. They are both founding members of a non-profit community that supports those in need. Life is good with us. The company's slogan you saw on the first slide isn't just a hype. We do everything to provide as many people as possible with information about the beneficial effects of our products or the opportunity for a quality life. Our payment system, which I present you in the third block of today's meeting, won the Most Innovative Compensation System Award in May 2016 in Manila, Asia. Today, we know that it is not only innovative, but also a system with serious business potential that really serves the interests of those who connect to us. There have been tremendous results since the launch. The system is proven. HLBS is not just a promise, but a system that has proven to work well for anyone. Why are we here now? Previously, you could hear what kind of mission we have, who the owners are, what are we dealing with. I trust that very many of you are hearing about these products for the first time. First of all, I would like to tell you about the reason for being of the subject, why we think it is necessary to talk about it, why those who invited you here think that you must know about it. Right from the start, I'd like to advise you to write down all your questions and when this 45 minutes is over, talk to the people who invited you here for this info session. You will receive answers to all your questions. You can see the basis for the right to exist on the screen at the moment. I really like Linus Pauling's quote that you can trace every sickness, every disease, and every ailment to a mineral deficiency. Here's a very striking question that 90 minerals are needed, but from where we could possibly get them? In order to eliminate the deficiency state in our body, it would be very important to deliver such appropriate, safe, high-quality nutrients and food to our body, from which we can function well. In the past, we thought the topsoil and the waters of the ancient oceans contained the minerals that make our body work perfectly. In the 21st century, I do not have to explain anyone what economic and farming conditions we are exposed to. It's a fact that there's a shortage of micronutrients, there's a shortage of humus, or society is unblock hungry for quality nutrients, because we can hardly bring in the required quality from anything. We do not have access to a quality that is appropriate for the functioning of our organ system. Well, that's why I'm here now, and the person inviting you here has just called you here to learn about HLBS's unique, self-made products that we'll be talking about in the coming minutes. To expand your consciousness a little, to introduce you to a world that they are already living, that they love very much and that they are offering you from the bottom of their hearts. I'm very happy that we had lots of results since 2016. You can see one of these results in the picture now. In 2019, HLBS' first own factory was established. This factory is located in Hungary and we are very proud of it. Furthermore, we are very proud of the accolades our products have received. On what basis such products are usually classified? In terms of active ingredient composition, quantitative, qualitative composition, and effects. We are proud of the Natural Cosmetics certification of our cosmetics. We are proud of the recommendation of the Hungarian Association of Naturopathy, the kosher certificate, or the biocertification. The ones listed here are valid for all of our products. You will also find these seals on the packaging when you receive the product. Then let's get started. I will tell you about 3 major topics. The first big topic is dietary supplements. We start with this because it's the most important. For me, it all starts with prevention and maintaining health. The WHO also defines what health is: physical, mental and social well-being. Looking back at Linus Pauling, he starts the state of deficiency as the starting point for any disease. If we are physically, mentally, socially deprived, it will have consequences sooner or later. I'll talk to you about the physical side first, and at the very end you'll hear about the social side. If you put it all in one bouquet, you will also get the mental charge from tonight's meeting. So, HC80, our first and foremost dietary supplement. It's a tiny black vegan capsule. All of our capsules are made from plant cellulose fiber, so this ensures you have perfect absorption. This capsule contains humic acid. Many people know about humic acid. Many haven't even heard about it. The most important and highlightable part is that it contains 80 to 90 organic minerals at a time. So if you think back to Linus Pauling once again, you also get the answer to this: 90 minerals are needed, but from where? This "from where" is called HC80. In addition, humic acid is paired with cordyceps. It is an herb with a very strong effect. It'll give you back your energy, it'll give back stamina to your body, it'll increase your oxygen level. In doing so, it catalyzes all internal processes. You will manage stress better, you will get more out of a day, you will be more lively, you'll be refreshed. In one word, you will recharge your body. If that weren't enough, here's the third ingredient, milk thistle, that takes toxins out of the liver, regenerates the liver, refreshes the liver. So what will you get with this HC80? This capsule will give you vigor and vitality, energy to your cells, your body. The fact that you have stamina means that you can handle the days better. 2 times 2 is its daily dosing. It's on the packaging. But frankly speaking, I consume more of this. I don't want to leave it to chance, as humic acid, for example, also have a very important antiviral effect. So they can provide very serious protection against viruses as well. For me, HC80 comes hand in hand with this Immune Shot Instant. It's because you can find 30 sachets in this box. It is very easy to open, you simply dissolve it in bottle or glass with water, then you can drink it very quickly. It's really delicious, a natural raspberry and vitamin cocktail. Everything is included in this expression. On the one hand, you drink natural raspberries, from children to adults to adolescents, everyone can drink it. You add a natural flavor to your life, bringing in the taste of real raspberries. Needless to say, as we are talking about red berries, it also has antioxidant power. A vitamin cocktail, because we put humic acid in it, we put the cordyceps in it, to push the energy and life-giving substances into your body further. We put in herbs, we put in such vital amino acids like L-arginine, L-carnitine. It also contains selenium, which drives almost your entire internal organ system, a very important substance. The whole of Europe, even the whole world, is in dire need of selenium. So it's really good that you can make up for that with the Immune Shot. You can consume it easily, very practically. It tastes very delicate. Vitamin C is present in almost every household. It's been fully accepted since the discovery of Albert Szent-Györgyi, the Hungarian Nobel Prize winner biochemist, that we need vitamin C. We also fully agree with this, which is why we have added vitamin C to our product called CBR7 in a very well absorbed form. On the other hand, we've smuggled in another substance, rutin. It's also the discovery of Albert Szent-Györgyi that vitamin C, when used in combination with rutin, provides much better absorption. It multiplies the effect of vitamin C. It highlights its contribution to the perfect elasticity and functioning of blood vessels here. You can also find bioflavonoids in it, all of those have antioxidant power. Summing up so far, CBR7 literally supports your immune system. So in case of whatever disease, or just a weakened body, we need support, and the ingredients of CBR7 are perfect guards in this process. With a 2 times 1 daily intake, this product can also be yours in a vegan capsule. So far, we've been loading up, filling in, we've obtained what is missing. However, Intensive agriculture has created not only a state of deficiency in our bodies, but also how, for example, our very important and vital stomach and digestive systems work. There are a lot of people in my environment as well, but surely in your environment, who also suffer from some kind of stomach and digestion problem. These include bloating, nausea, acidification, and several more related to this topic. Berry Slim is in a powder form. With the help of the dosing spoon shown on the picture, you can dissolve it in 1.5 deciliters of water and consume it quickly, so that it can already exert its effect in your body. What will it do? Diatomaceous earth is the main active ingredient. Supplemented with psyllium seed husk, apple pectin, it physically exfoliates all substances, such as drug residues, such as all kinds of faces from any poor quality diet, and what is in us and makes our body working properly. Our intestinal villi, which are designed for perfect absorption to ensure good metabolism, are overloaded and tired. Berry Slim is a very good choice because applied periodically for a 1 to 3 months period of time, you can free your body from this fatigue. You will have a good digestion, you will feel good. After lunch you won't feel for hours that it still feels so hard, it still feels so uncomfortable, but you rejoice, you simply feel good. As I mentioned, to apply it periodically, this product can also be yours. The next 2 capsules are both of huge importance. Just because we put a lot of ingredients into these capsules so that you feel their intended effect that we would like to provide you as soon as possible. This is valid for the entire R&D team and the owners of HLBS, that they want to give you the earliest perception of these effects. When we talk about what's important in terms of value for money, I always say that I should get real value for my money. And in this case, these 2 products, HMAX 8 and CGS 12, will represent the value. HMAX 8 works with the power of molecular hydrogen. We are also talking about vegan capsules, as you may have become accustomed to already. If you look at the ingredients, all of them are very high quality. The most absorbable citrate form of magnesium, ginkgo biloba as a supporter of cerebral blood vessels and capillaries in all kinds of bodies. Algae, Haematococcus is the chemical swear name of astaxanthin, and for instance, astaxanthin is the most powerful antioxidant in the world. Everything your body struggles with, all these stressful conditions, these are the stresses that arise in our body due to external and internal conditions. Astaxanthin is a very good protective factor against these. When this product was released, I thought it was super good for athletes in particular. Magnesium and antioxidant and against muscle fever, and we increase performance, super. And so it is. It increases performance by 30%. But for who else it's important? For those who do hard physical work, those who do hard mental work, whose lives are very stressful, whose lifestyle is fast-paced, who now have a lot to decide upon, who have a huge responsibility for the lives of themselves, their families, their environment. It's very important to you that HMAX 8 gives you the strength, provides you a solid foundation to function well, to be able to think well, to not to get tired, so that your cells are getting impulses. Molecular hydrogen will work inside of you. The next one is CGS 12, a complex solution to the challenges of the modern age. If you look at the ingredients, we are really talking about that we've put a lot of things into it. The 12 aren't by chance. You'll come across 12 ingredients. And why modern age challenges? As we move forward in time, we get to the point that unfortunately one encounters more and more endemics, more and more problems that are already such a stereotype. A certain age will come and the symptom will already appear. Another age will come and another symptom will appear. And we think that's okay like that, but it's not okay like that. The cardiovascular system, the musculoskeletal system, the gastrointestinal system, you can preserve them preventively, in a health-preserving way. You can keep them in their proper condition, their proper operation. You will be able to operate your body well if you pay attention to it in time. We're talking about that you should pay attention to whatever's going on in the world, with you, with the environment, to which you have no control over. And to have control in your hands, control your body. Control your own health. Decide yourself whether you are well now or not. It may seem very science fiction to you now that you can decide upon this, but it just depends on whether you proactively prevent things or let yourself drift with the tide, and maybe you decide when it's too late. You might say thanks to the person who called you here today and told you to listen to this lecture, that he or she thought of you, that you should be also aware of this information, and that he or she thought of you so that you could be very healthy for many years, so that you can spend quality time with your family, spend quality minutes that are spent together. This is what HLBS products are all about, so that you stay very healthy for a very long time. And I couldn't have brought you a better product by the end of the dietary supplement section than this. The factory I told you about is the factory that makes this very unique product called LXR7, and we are very proud of it. You can see that it has a pump dispenser, as it's our juice concentrate. It's ours, as we are talking about a patented product. HLBS owns the patent with which those active agents of the cannabinoids and genistein are included in the product, which contains plant stem cells and are the most needed by your body. Thus, people who consume LXR7 will receive an incomparable drug complex that has yielded astounding results so far, and I believe it will bring tremendous results in the future. You can read more about these results and the results of the previously mentioned products in our closed Facebook group, where you will be able to join with the help of the one who invited you here. You'll be able to read about a lot of people's positive product experiences. And what's written here about LXR7? There's a lot of biological and chemical swearing in the picture. Homeostasis, microbiome, prebiotic, postbiotic. My God, what does that mean? Understand this. We have circumstances internally that we generate for ourselves or they generate for us, and we have the external ones. Well, in a figurative sense, we have no effect on any of them, at least the external ones. What's happening in the world now, what's happening in the neighboring village, what's happening in the other state, or what's happening in the stairwell on the opposite side. But it affects us, it all affects us. The media, the commercials, the friends, the movies, the books, the relationships, the co-workers, everything affects us. These effects, either external or internal, shift the healthy state that we call a perfect state. The way we are born, the way a baby is born, when everything is fine, everything is so pure. As life goes on, over time this gets more and more damaged. It becomes more and more far from perfect. LXR7 can be of huge help to you in this. The recommended dosage is 10 to 30 milliliters. You can easily dispense it with this pump. You restore your body, you turn back that perfect functioning, the way we imagined it once, and the way it can be operated so well. At this point, we really get to a quality life. The quality active substances, and all these will serve both you and the quality of your health. We go further, functional foods. I really like chocolate, and you may not even understand who are listening to me for the first time that, my lord, chocolate and health, Jesus, what are they talking about here? Well, it's a special chocolate. We took the guilt out of it as it's completely sugar-free. Each piece of chocolate contains the Belgian cocoa mass that will make it very delicious, very healthy, tastes so very good. It also contains humic acid that's 80 to 90 minerals as we discussed earlier. So why are we talking about a functional dietary supplement? Because it really nourishes your body. This green label chocolate also contains psyllium seed husk. This triad will motivate you to learn to eat. Eat quality instead of quantity. What will happen if your body is nourished? If you eat chocolate and take in nutrients with it, you won't eat that much. What will happen if you don't have the food craving? There won't be this desire for salty sweet combinations. Well, your shape will change. In centimeters or in kilograms, it depends on the person. The colorful chocolates are functional chocolates, each with a different active agent. Life is very good with us, as we can consume such very delicious chocolates. And it's even good because we can drink very delicious coffee. A huge percentage of humanity starts the day with coffee, then continues with a coffee, and continues even further, and some places they even close the day with a coffee. Coffee is an experience, a ritual, a habit in people's lives. That's fine, I don't want to argue with anyone. Caffeine isn't a bad drug anyway, but HLBS has twisted one on this as well. We've combined natural ingredients like taurine, guarana and inulin that really keep the coffee experience going. It's really about being able to stay lively, being able to play with your child in the evening, or being able to learn, or being able to withstand the daily challenges en bloc. There's no acidification, no rapid heartbeat, just the experience. We are talking about a very delicious instant coffee. You also find 30 sachets in the box. Well now, what is the daily dose of this depends also on the person. Everyone can decide on their own. Last part, easiest part is cosmetics. Natural Cosmetics Seal, you know that purple one from the beginning of the presentation. This is the highest rating of cosmetics. We start with LH Plus spray. This is our first aid kit. We took this expression from our director level top leader colleague Eva Varjaskeri for LH Plus, as it contains a mixture of 4 essential oils and the liquid version of humic acid. And this is really a first aid because it's a protective factor for all the external and internal, means all kinds of effects that affect our skin and our body. And it is antibacterial with these essential oils. For example, I tend to disinfect the air in the room because of its lavender ingredient. It is very soothing. I tend to use it as a body spray, I spray around myself and health surrounds me. Anyway, it restores the tissue to its original state, when you have any kind of bruising or you find anything on your skin surface. Citrus Plus shower gel and shampoo, LH Plus body lotion, LH Plus face cream is our cosmetic family. The palette isn't wide, but it's more than enough since we can take a shower with a very delicious sweet orange shower gel, and then we can nourish our bodies with a body lotion in which a small gift is smuggled in the person of hyaluronic acid. Then we can also take care about our face, as we are now very healthy, we are very nourished on cellular level, so it's worth nourishing our skin as well. Coconut oil, argan oil, vitamin E, vitamin A, with the most important moisturizing and nourishing ingredients. As really the last one to talk about, I'd like to tell you about Silver Formula. It's a cosmetic because of its packaging. It's in a spray form, but it also functions as a food supplement for me. Not just as a cosmetic, but it also contains a liquid version of humic acid. It contains Rhodiola rosea, which is an adaptogenic herb, and it contains colloidal silver, which affects 650 different bacteria at once. This silver formula is the guardian for viral, bacterial and any kind of negative conditions affecting our bodies. We are very proud of it, as we received a very serious recommendation from the Hungarian Association of Naturopathy, that it is very good to have it sprayed internally into the mouth, externally on the skin, if it is available in the households, because it's a reliable defense line in all these situations. Alright, I can believe that this was way too much for those who were new here and therefore heard about the products for the first time. I think I lost you somewhere around HCAT and Immune Shot. On the one hand, that's exactly why I recommended at the beginning that you should write down all your questions that concern you, and those who invited you here will be able to get the answer to all of them. On the other hand, we have a very nice online catalog that you will also get from your inviter. The good news is that the company has also prepared 2 magic boxes for you. The Slim Box is a 30-day magic. It's about putting the most important products together for people who want to live healthier, who want to feel better in their skin, who want to change their health, want to nourish, detoxify, recharge and look a little better. Then Slim Box is for them. And we have another box. It's also a kind of magic. This is called the Start Box. In this you will find almost all of our products that I've just talked about in the last 20 minutes. You will also find included booklets about 15 years of very serious professional experience in network marketing. Plus, home delivery is a gift from the company. But what does the Start Box mean? You press a start button, but what start button do we press? Well, we can press a lot of start buttons throughout our lives. Many people live their lives with a single start button, the way their lives started, what their family, friends and acquaintances told them, like, go down this road, it will be good for you. Many people follow this path. However, I'm confident that even tonight there are many people here listening to this live because they are just before pressing a start button, and I can tell you that if the Start Box gets to your home, then you do a very serious start on the health side. The side of prevention and health preservation, nourishing yourself to the fullest of health. I'm simply asking you that if you have already dedicated this 45 minutes to this info session and you've told your inviter that you're going to listen to it, take notes in this section as well, write down your questions and then ask your inviter. Believe me, here at HLBS we strive every day to make a qualitative, positive change in people's lives. I trust that you will be the next and that we can help you in that as well. Okay, so let's continue now with the compensation plan, as social well-being is also an equal part of health, as the WHO has rightly put it for us. This part is about our referral system, and the company won the award that you can see on the screen for it, as I mentioned at the beginning, from Asia, Manila, which is interesting because these types of systems have been known and compared to each other in the Asian region for 60-70 years now. It's important that the goal is not that you get to know now all its parameters, but to see its uniqueness, its rarity, because there's no such system in the world beside HLBS. Registration is called registration because when someone decides of their own free will that they want to try any product to give a chance to their own and their family's health, they will have to provide their own contact data. Name, phone number, email address, shipping address. Somehow the products need to be delivered to the address provided. In this, the HL is our partner. You can choose from these 2 options 2 statuses. The customer on the left could be also called the consumer. There are 2 prices in the catalog, the consumer price and the discounted price. Anyone who buys a product as a customer can purchase at a discounted price just because they have received an invitation link from someone. This authorizes them to do so. There's a 20 to 30% difference between the two prices. Purchasing to a member status means a lot more excitement. Apart from the fact that the products cost exactly the same as in the customer status, there's no additional entry fee or registration fee. Here, in 100% only products are purchased and you only pay for them, but when you purchase through member status, you also get a web office from the company. It shows you up-to-date information all the time, and with the member status, you have the right and opportunity to help your friends around the world to make purchases at a discounted price. Respectively, with member status, you immediately become part of the global business opportunity I mentioned at the very beginning. But what does that mean? Let's go on. Here you can see the commission structure for this referral system. My friends have seen my own positive experiences either related to my physical health or my social life and asked me, what or who helped? Of course I answered honestly, and several of them decided that they too would give a chance to their and their family's health, therefore purchased products of their choice using the link I sent them at their request with a sincere and helpful intent. At the end of the day, I noticed that I had more money in my web office than I spent on products in total. The referral system is the reason for this commission. Here on the left is the first brown stripe, it's the first generation commission, that's 20%. This is the one from which I immediately got a commission back. It's because of that to whom you send your link with the most sincere, most friendly intent, and they have decided that they want to buy a product for themselves and their families, to purchase at a discounted price, they will need such link. Thus, automatically from purchases through the link you distribute, regardless if you want to or not, you will get 20% back immediately. What happened to my friends? Like me, they have experienced that these products really work, and this is indeed an outstanding business opportunity at the same time. The products work in a measurable, visible and fast way. The second generation of commission, that 10%, means that my friends also shared their own result with others. Most likely they were also asked, "My God, what caused this change? Tell me." They have shared the information with their friends in the same way. Since to a friend's honest question, it makes sense that you will answer honestly. If they say, "I want to have a good dinner, where can I go or where can I order a good one?" then you're going to answer them. You can recommend a restaurant with which you were satisfied. We have done the same, and people are doing it. With what we are happy with and our friends asking us where they can buy one or how they can take part in it, it makes sense to send them the link with the intention of helping and share the information with them as well. My friends did the same. In this case, they received the first generation 20% immediate automatic commission. However, I also got 10% of those conversations automatically, even though I didn't even participate in the conversation. The same goes into one more depth, because of our friend's neighbor also hears about it or sees the change and asks, "What caused it? That might interest me." Then 5% will come from there as well, as we are already talked about our closed product experiences Facebook group, where there are nearly 40,000 people at the moment, and you will be able to read thousands of grateful experiences on 80 different health issues. Another closed group of ours is the info group, where also thousands of people's lives changed already on the social means income side. What I've said so far isn't so unusual anyway, since in such systems, each person has a commission from the turnover generated by their own team at their own level. But what makes this system unique? The smallest step, the little yellow rectangle there, indicates that if you have 5 friends who will spend a similar amount on products because they want to know themselves and their family members in good health, using therefore all kinds of products, if you have 5 such friends, that means 5 times 20%, and your own product purchases will no longer cost you your own money. I'm not going to tell you all 13 commissions, because it doesn't fit into this time, but I want to let you know what makes this system unique and why there's no other in the world to match it. I've been told that in this system you will be able to benefit not only from the sales turnover of your own team every Monday at 6 p.m, but also in addition from the worldwide turnover. Since its launch, products have been ordered from the company from more than 60 countries. To benefit from worldwide sales, the expectation is that I have two friends outside of me who, like me, say I'm purchasing products, and if I'm already purchasing, I prefer member status because it has many more benefits than a customer status. So, I not only have an income from the total turnover of my 2 friends and my own turnover, that is the turnover of the 3 of us, but I also already benefit from the turnover of strangers. Getting 2 people to say yes to me can be accomplished very quickly. I move on to the next opportunity to see how you can benefit even more in an even bigger way from the word sales. If you have not only 2 friends outside of you who said yes to the information because you invited them to an open info session, but you have 6 friends who purchased products outside of you, also as a member, to consume the products, to tell others about it, as in a good case they do both. In case you have 6 such friends, you will benefit even more to an even greater extent from the worldwide sales every Monday evening at 6 p.m. For me, at the time when these 6 people said yes and the world sales turnover was also included in my commission, it meant an extra income of 300 to 400 euros. To get these 6 yeses, you don't have to deal with it in full time, but outside of work or during working hours, during lunch breaks or coffee breaks, in messenger conversations. Basically, you need to invite your friends for an hour for such info sessions. In most cases, you're still working on your existing job. This is only an extra income in addition. Okay, I feel like you're not that excited yet. Let's move on to the next step, which will allow you to benefit even more from the world sales at 6 p.m. on Monday evenings. To do this, these 6 people need to be expanded by 1 to have 7 people from your own circle of friends who said yes to you, and you send them your link directly. And if you have 7 such friends, acquaintances, relatives, and at least 4 of these 7 like you, willingly, enthusiastically, voluntarily and cheerfully share this information, or share the information with others by inviting them to an open info, you will develop through the 7 friends a total team of 50, 60, 70 people, of which you only know 7 people directly. You don't know the others, yet since the information started through you to your friends and went through them, they will be your team. And with this team of 50, 60, 70 people, we are already in the middle purple stripe in our career here. This is called Master Middle Manager. By the way, a lot of people in our system reach this level in 2 months as a member of our team, as on the one hand they've never worked in this type of system, on the other hand they were not interested in the business opportunity itself. And yet they reached it just because they talked enthusiastically to many people, more of them answered yes, and it was copy-pasted further. This income already meant more than 500 euros for me on a weekly basis. 2000 euros in a given month, so that I have 7 friends who said yes and 4 or 5 of them spread the word enthusiastically with pleasure and willingness to others, and I have a team of this size out of it. That's not a bad thing either. If that wasn't enough, and you want something bigger than 2000 euros, then you actually need to develop the same team and let the time go by. Of course, supporting them, helping them, then this 60-person team will continue to swell, and let's say it reaches 120 people. Through the same 7 friends, the total number in your team reaches this 120, 130 people, then your income, at least mine them, exceeded 1000 euros per week. I even had an income at this level, which is the very first green vertical stripe, called the executive level, means this is the first top leader level, when I had 1700 euros in a given week as commission. But it was never under 1000 euros a week. We will help you with everything, how you will be faster, how can you reach a higher level, or how to support every member of your team. Then you will get through this level as well, as there's the next level, the director level, and so on. Let's talk about one more commission type. This is the start pool, which is visible at the top, in the horizontal bar at the end of which you can read 10%. The bottom line is that the networking profession rewards speed. The commission called the start pool pays you also 100% based on the word sales, paying twice for the work you do once. If within a calendar month, between the 1st and 31st, you directly receive at least 4 yeses from your friends and invited guests, and they say that I buy products as a member, then you will not only receive the direct 20%, but also you will receive a separate extra commission from start pool. Okay, if 4 people said yes, you're already earning twice with a job done once. But a lot of people in a given month who work more actively are working with 10 or even 15 yeses, because they are reaching out for a lot of people. It just depends on how many people you share this information with. I had 11 yeses in 1 month, so I got 890 euros from the start pool alone. You can see the structure of the HLBS system is the fairest system in the world. All the members of the company are located on one single infinitely long linear system. The origin itself is the start of the company. April of 2016 is visible on the middle. And from then on, every person who decides to register as member is placed one left, one right, one left, one right on a seconds basis into the system. This is how the system loads the whole world in, infinitely long in both directions. It actually matters when you say yes, as products have already been ordered in like more than 60 countries, which list is constantly expanding, so be sure you ask your inviter regarding this. It really has significance when you get into this system. Here you can see the highest level leaders of the company group, whom we are very proud of. Dr. Patricia László Pásztori was the first president-level leader of the company in the world. Patricia graduated summa cum laude from medical school with a degree in pharmacy. Her husband, Attila László, with whom they formed the elite group, became president 6 months later. Attila worked successfully in network marketing for 18 years. And we congratulate Maria Apáti, who is the newest president of our team, building her network with her husband and her 3 beautiful children, as she's absolutely exemplary in what she does. Here you can see 8 director-level top leaders, whose team of 130 to 40 people has swelled further to hundreds or even thousands of people. It is very important that their income, logically, is well above the executive level, so their income is already absolutely exemplary for anyone. A lot of people would love to swap places with them. But you don't have to swap places, you only need to do what they've done already. One of them has been in healing, one has been in the insurance business, one worked for a city council, another has been a kinesiologist, one of them ran a room painting business for 20 years, another has had her own cosmetics, one has been involved in a family business, and one of them works as an accountant in Germany. Here you can see all those people who already reached the first top leader level called the executive level. They all came to HLBS from very different walks of life. This form of enterprise, since it must be considered as an enterprise, you can start with one of these 4 levels of investments. All these amounts are 100% product purchases. You decide which products you collect in your basket, you will see what is the total amount of your purchase, and based on this you will be ranked at which level you start in this system. I chose the lowest level when I joined. At that time I didn't know about the compensation plan, that here at the basic level the maximum linear points are limited, and that means you can only benefit from the worldwide sales up to 100 members on the linear. This level can be changed at any time by pressing the upgrade button, so that you become eligible for commissions after the complete worldwide turnover for a lifetime. When I understood this system, I immediately changed my level. I once spent a net purchase of 2,100 euros on products that my neighbor took, I gave away, I consumed, I used, and by doing so, I secured myself for a lifetime for the highest possible commission from the actual total world turnover of HLBS. This is a very big step in your career. You have to do it once, and it's not a registration fee that you pay to the company, but you buy yourself 100% products for this amount, once in a lifetime. We've talked about the Starbucks amongst the products earlier. What I would add here, for those who have entrepreneurial thinking besides putting their own and their family's health in order, they should choose either the Starbucks or the all-in packet. These are my personal recommendations. There are members in our team who started their careers with the all-in packet because they said it would be only authentic if they already had their own product experiences. One of them became a top leader in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks. There are such decisions as everything is just a matter of one decision. By the way, this Starbucks has a set of booklets of the company called the Start Pack included. These booklets bring together 15 to 20 years of professional knowledge. This will allow you to move up the career ladder very precisely and very quickly. So how does this system work? You have your own web office that you get as a gift and run for free. It's continuously up to date. You track everything what's happening in your business on a second basis. Who talked to whom, what happened, where purchases took place, everything. Then every Monday evening at 6 p.m. you will see how much commission you received from worldwide turnover, how much commission you received from your own team's turnover, did you get a commission from the start pool at the end of the month. At 6 p.m. on Monday you'll be able to see it. Then you press the button with which you are willing to transfer your commission on Monday evening from your own web office to your own HLBS MasterCard, which you also purchased for yourself from your own web office once. But you've got delivered to your house and with which you can spend your money anywhere in the world. You take money out of a cash machine, you spend it on any kind of purchases. It is very important that on Tuesday afternoon, but by Wednesday noon latest, you will receive a kind email from your prepaid card provider that, dear XY, you have received a new payment. I'm always excited about how much I receive, but so far it's always been matching the exact same amount I've sent myself. No one else but you can have access to the card. This is a profession, and it is possible to learn it by anyone who is willing to do so and who want to assert themselves in it and be successful in it. We give all possible support because it is our duty as leaders, and the leader is a good leader if he brings out more from his co-workers than they are capable of on their own. For this, we share all kinds of knowledge and help, as you don't have to work alone, but in a team. The leader who invited you here today will help you with everything, and in order for the company to do its best, we have events every month that the company calls training days. where you can listen to a lot of presentations. You can hear doctors, researchers, many times the owners of the company, and only and exclusively successful leaders from whom it is really worth learning, because if you just copy them, you will have no other task left. Copy the one who is already successful, and it is quite sure that you will follow the same path and you will be successful too. In addition to talking about quality of life, the company really wants to provide it to us. In these systems, we also have travel competitions. We've been sailing in the Caribbean, we've been to the Cave restaurant in southern Italy, which is one of the 10 most famous restaurants in the world. We've been to Portugal, and we are going to Cyprus in September. If you are listening to us for the first time, then I will help you with the info what you need to do to travel with us. The company has a car program that is absolutely unique among many other things. I have never heard anything like this in the world. The point here is that your team should grow pretty big. You should support them in everything, and we support your team in everything as well. And when the team headcount and the web office show in your car program section that you have reached 100%, you can choose yourself an A or a B or a C or a CLA Mercedes. You will get a brand new car from the company. The company will lease it to you. You only need to decide what color you want, what extras you want, and what number you want to see after HLBS on your numbered license plate. You have only one task. No third-party insurance, no winter tires, no service costs. Refuel your car, and that's all you have to do. If you want to sit in a car of a more exclusive category, you can do that too, because the company has thought of that as well. Namely, in the framework of the premium car program, which is about the same thing, but with a bigger team, a higher performance, and you choose a car of more value, for example a GLE. The company has already handed over cars in both categories, and the number of HLBS cars will continue to grow. But what is your true desire? I used to say that you should decide this for yourself. I also decided for myself. And thank you very much, I'm measurably healthier than I have ever been. After all, I myself went for a medical examination at the very first moment that was suggested to me to see what health condition I was in. It is a huge misconception, especially in today's world, that if I am not sick, then I am healthy. Well, that's unfortunately not true. If I'm not sick, then my body isn't in such bad shape yet to show any symptoms that I would need to go to the doctor with. But it also turned out to me in that medical examination that not all of my results are okay. I went back after using our products for 3 months continuously, and I've been told, and the graph showed as well, that everything is now spotlessly okay. That's what I decided about. It's up to you, about yourself, you will decide. Those who are healthy can always have 1,000 wishes, while those who are unhealthy will only have one, so that someone should finally solve their problem. There are a lot of people in our closed group who have found a resolution for their 10 to 15 or even 20 years old long-lasting health problems. But now they are endlessly grateful to the person who shared this information with them. We don't persuade anyone on anything. We forbid it. We share the information so that they know about it, so that they can decide upon it responsibly, so that they can decide well. The other button in people's lives, if they want to improve their quality of life, if they want to live a better life than what they have achieved with their current job or business. All the people who come to us are already successful, but they want to achieve even greater success, for which they don't have the opportunity and chance in their current life. Then they come to us and realize themselves, live a freer life, spend more time with their family members, live a better life, and still have huge growth potential ahead of them, as we still have the whole world waiting to receive this information. In our info group, there are already thousands of grateful people because one of their friends informed them about this opportunity, and they grabbed it and took the chance to change their lives with it. Okay, we have reached the end of our open info session. Thank you for your attention. I suggest you make sure to contact the person who invited you here and discuss through the questions you wrote down, so that you get answers to all of them. Be healthy, happy, and successful. Remember, only HLBS is like HLBS.